Hey guys, welcome back to our White Tigers Rising series here with the Truro City Football Club. And we are just after the first of the year here and through the festive period. And as you can see, we are third in the table on 43 points and hovering up here right now on goal difference. So we are once again the best defense in the league and still maintaining our slightly less than one goal a game average, which is really fantastic. Our offense is still sputtering a little bit. We're mid-table offensively here with 35 goals in 12 games. So I think hopefully we start kicking into gear a little bit here. It's been a pretty decent month for us. We picked up some points. I'm a little disappointed in some of the games, but overall I think we did a pretty decent job. And kind of got what we needed to out of things. So overall, pretty pleased. Let me just jump in here. We'll take a quick look at the squad. So Freddie Tracy's still our top goal scorer. Victor is our second best one with 7th. And then we're picking up a smattering of goals from all over the place. We have picked up a couple injuries, especially in the right wing spot, which has drained us there. So Kinsella is out for another 2 or 3 weeks. And so is Kelsey Mooney. So we're going to be suffering for a little bit. Assist-wise, Ben Holmes is our assist man and doing really nicely. So Kinsella, who's out, is number 2, and then Ben Holmes is still the best man of the match man that we have. In terms of the month, Ben Holmes has been the man for us on that left side, and Joe Grayson behind him. So plenty of guys playing pretty well for us overall. So that's pretty much what's going on, as an overview, and I'll see you guys in the first highlight. Okay, guys, so this is the first game of the month against Barnet, and you can see here we drew 0-0. This is a game we really should have won. Plucking a point out of this was really disappointing. We just didn't get anything going. We were disappointing offensively. I've been trying to, kind of work the tactics a little bit to kind of get the offensive mojo going a bit. And, this one just didn't do it. So we didn't get anything really out of it. Pretty back and forth, reasonably even game. But at the end of the day, the defense played well. Fullbacks were starting to play really well. Center backs played well. We had a decent showing in the midfield, but just nothing in front of net. So a little disappointed. Hopefully, the striking duo starts to hit their stride in the spring here. As we go through winter into spring, like they did last season. But not much more to say about this one, guys, other than a little disappointed here that we didn't get the 3 points. So I'll see you guys in the next highlight. Okay, guys, so here we are away on the road at Newport County, and again, a draw. At least we found the back of the net on this one, but still, I'm really just sort of frustrated with this one at this point. We're just, we got out ahead early, which was good. We got in and ahead early, but we just couldn't turn. We just couldn't keep them out. We have a stingy defense, but it just didn't do it. They drew back before halftime, and then nothing of any more use happened in the rest of the game. So George Lapsley on the action, which was at least nice to see. Freddie Tracy out wide. You'll see Lapsley comes streaking into the box, finds himself some space, gets around. Nobody's covering him around the penalty spot area there, and he blasts it into the back of the net, which is really nice to see. But unfortunately here, Randy Willie and it was a run of play. Well, sort of set piece run of play. He just gets ahead. The center back's not covering him, and I'm, disappointed to let that one in. We've started to step up the aggression as the month's gone on, so I think we're getting better in that neighborhood, but still disappointed with this one and what it left with us. So I'll see you guys in the next highlight. Okay, guys, so we're back here against Burton from the fortress known as Brooklyn Park, and we managed to put them to it. Even game in terms of shooting on target, pressing back and forth, we dominated the game possession-wise. We were by far um, in much better control, and our strikers decided that today was the day we were going to start to get deadly. So I have a lot of faith in what they're capable of and what they can do. We just need them kind of linking up on a more regular basis is really what we're after. So big Freddie Tracy opened this up 3-minute game to get us scored. And Ben Holmes was absolutely on fire. Joe Grayson linking up really nicely, gets it across. He's all by himself, totally unmarked at the edge of the 6-yard box, and just blasts that bad boy into the back of the net. From here, we decided we weren't going to allow them to get back into the game. Defense was rock solid. Then Victor steps up and says, "Nope, my turn." Strong fullbacks. Lapsley gets it in. Holmes is out there, cuts it right across, and he just blasts that into the back of the net. And we're up 2-0 here at this point going into the half. But just for good measure, we need to do it one more time. I'm really happy with the pressing that I'm getting from the fullbacks, and it's doing a really nice job of opening up space for my wingers to get the ball in. Again, there you could say you saw down the backside, Trent Alexander-Arnold was getting down the side, pulling it off. So Kelsey Mooney only had one guy, a little bit of space to work. He had some options, went in, found Victor, and bashed that one in the back of the net. We pretty much tightened up for the rest of the game and wore this one out for a beautiful clean sheet and a 3-0 victory. So overall, a really great performance from the team. I'm really happy with how this one worked out, and I'll see you guys in the next highlight. Okay, guys, so this was the another home game here against Braintree, who are newly promoted and relegation embattled on this. And unfortunately, we really were only able to squeak out a 1-0 win. We held the ball and controlled things. We didn't quite dominate as much as I would have liked. And unfortunately, Kelsey Mooney went down in this one for a while, leaving us sort of oddly right-wingerless, which is a little disappointing. We are inside the transfer window now, and I haven't made up my mind exactly what I want to do. We don't have a huge amount of room left in the financial fair play space, just based on where we're at and the fact that this year's been a tough money year for us. So I may go out and get one. I may not. I haven't made up my mind. It's only 3 weeks, but I really want to go for promotion, so I'm not really sure I want to sacrifice, 3 to 4 games to till somebody comes back healthy, or putting somebody sort of in there in a patchwork. But I haven't made up my mind on that one. But our hero of the day, big old George Lapsley, getting in there. Dead ball situation. Lapsley's right there. Punts it in. Gets it deflected back to him. Manages to get his foot on it again. Slots it into the corner. And 1-0 to us. So that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the feature game. Okay, guys, so this was a number 1 versus number 2 clash in our feature game of the month against recently relegated Port Vale, who are absolutely running away with League 2 at the moment. We lost 3-2. I felt like a draw would have been deserved out of this. I mean, we played effectively on the counter. They were better than us all day. But you know what? Let's jump in. We'll watch the highlights. You can kind of see for yourself how this went out in here. Disappointed to not come away with anything. I think we played well and deserved something. It dropped us into third. We're back and forth with Plymouth now in that second, third spot. The top is so tight. We're really doing everything we can to make sure that we maintain ourselves in this automatic promotion spot. So I'm making sure I'm checking matches. I'm researching what other teams like to play. We're watching a lot of the stats in that, and just a near miss right there. to make sure that we're playing these games as effectively as we can to try and get maximum points out, um, to try and maintain the state that we're in, because I really think um, automatic promotion is something that's achievable this year, especially how well we're playing. Um, and I really want to do it. I don't want to get embroiled in another playoff battle in there. I think that's just uh, unnecessary and disappointing for us in here. But again, we're moving the ball pretty well. Lapsley gets it in. Tracy finds himself in some space. Just a weak shot there, and he can't quite do anything useful with it in there. Again, with the damn heading, which is really starting to aggravate the crap out of me. I don't really know what to do about it or how to stop it, which is really ticking me off. But all this midfield heading is pissing me off to no end. Unfortunately, just can't quite get it there. Not enough steam to manage to pluck that bad boy out of the midfield. And right off the post, just so close for them. It could have legitimately been 1-1 at this point, but you know what? We'll take what we can. We'll take what we can get out of it. But good ball movement again, back and forth. Good creativity, out wide. Holmes finds Grayson. We've got good triangles, good support. Penny right there finds Holmes. We got Grayson. He's looking, finds Anderson. Tracy's right there, gets himself a couple of steps in a little space and in the back of the net for a 1-0 lead at this point. Getting ready to head in to halftime for us. So a good first half. Really kind of pleased with that. Defense coming up strong again here. Nice tackling, a little risky in the box. He gets a decent shot off, but just a little wide. Okay, so back out at the after halftime here. Again, we have Dion Pereira who's covering for us on the right wing. Not very effective, but we need some coverage, and the game only was a couple of days after, and I didn't really know what to do. Just a rough pass from Lapsley there, just too far in front of Freddie Tracy or Victor coming in there. Again, Lapsley not bad with the winning of the ball there, but just can't do much with it. Healy gets himself into some space. Lucky save from Cornell on that one. In there, and we're at this point we're 63 minutes in, holding on for all we're worth at 1-0. Freddie just a hair offside there, so we're unable to extend our lead to 2-0 at that point. I think if he wasn't offside, that would have been we probably could have changed the tone of the game. They whale the crossbar there, so a disappointing affair. So Trent throwing it in there, Dion in the edge of the box, but we lose it. Get it pushed back in. Unfortunately, they're well in control because we can't stop using our heads. Again, some decent interceptions, but we give up a cheap interception right there. Henny finds Woolley out wide. We get out covering, but he gets it into the far post, and we're now all linked up at 1-1 on a really nice goal from them. Then they instantly hit us back, a couple minutes later on a set piece, which again has been an Achilles heel for us on that, which is really disappointing. Throw in for us. Penny in there. Again, we're getting good passing space there. Dion able to get out. We got the runs happening out wide. Ben Holmes is there, sneaks it around the keeper with a really nice first touch. And we at least drew back up, and I was at this point kind of hopeful, okay, yeah, we're going to get out of this with a point against the leaders. And that lets me feel like, hey, maybe we're for real. We just don't clear out of the set piece, and another set piece basically dooms us on this one to a 3-2 defeat, which is really quite disappointing. Just a big belter from their keeper down to them. But we're well covered off the crossbar there. But Cornell was right there anyway, so they were well covered. And a big long highlight here to end the game. But overall, all the scoring's done. We're pushing forward. We're countering. But again, these periodic shots of really ineffective passing. Off the crossbar. Really, really tense there. But these periods of ineffective passing just put us into such horrid spots. Um, so hopefully we're going to continue training some of the tactics in that, and hopefully this kind of thing stops there. But just a bad cross from them that nobody's able to get it. Cornell puts it back into play. Again, teams are marking Holmes all over the place. We're not specifically going to him, so we don't specifically play down his flank all the time. But he is probably our prime, or he is our prime assist creator. And while we're injured on the right wing, we're going to be a little out of balance. But teams really are focusing on him. We may start doing some more work in terms of looking for specifically at the overlaps, because we are getting decent overlapping runs from the fullbacks, so we may look to leverage those more. So that was it, guys. We fell Truro 2, Port Vale 3. We fell to the league leaders, and I'll see you guys in the episode wrap-up. Okay, guys, so looking at the schedule coming up, we've got another really huge clash coming just a couple of days after Port Vale against Northampton in a number 3 versus number 4 away on the road. Then we have our big FA Cup third round clash at Stamford Bridge. So hopefully this will help kind of even out the cash here with all the things that we've got going on, and help give us a boost in with the dollars and cents here. Then we have a Cornwall derby against number 2 Plymouth, followed up by a road game here against bottom of the table or near the bottom of the table, Accrington Stanley, and then we will wrap up the month at home against Gillingham. So until next time, guys, if you like the series, please smash that like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that. Remember to check out my whole playlist over here. We've got the White Tigers Rising, as well as Paul's Creating a Legacy with FC United of Manchester. Keep up, leave us some comments, hit us up on Twitter, let us know how you like everything, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye now.